The Best of Reddit, November 22, 2019. Technology. To cut down on bugs, Apple is changing how it develops its software. Top comment. Technology. Elon Musk to face trial over pedo guy tweets after court denies motion to dismiss defamation lawsuit. Top comment. Going to say he pays outs at least $5 million. Unpopular opinion. Equality in STEM fields will be achieved when women's talks and focus is on STEM fields and not on equality. Top comment. Schools are now creating STEAM programs. The A is for arts. Like, what's the fracking point now? Politics. It's not never Trump, it's country first. Top comment. Never Trumper is such a meaningless accusation. Only in Republican fantasyland does it count against your credibility if, after warning everyone that this particular candidate might be corrupt, he goes on to do corrupt things. World News. China is seeking to take over Australia's political system, former ASIO chief claims. Top comment. Fuck China. Science. Brain circuit involved in compulsive drinking identified in mice. Activity in this circuit predicted which animals would keep drinking despite negative consequences. Top comment. Title from Politics. The GOP defense of Trump is in slow motion collapse. It's about to get worse. Top comment. I really hope the American people see how low the Republican Party has fallen in their shameless defense of an unfit president. The only concern of the party is to protect the president at all costs. News. Arrests made after more than 1,000 protest Ann Coulter speech. Top comment. Ann Coulter has been around for 3 decades trying to provoke people. I don't give her much thought, and neither should you if you don't care for what she says. Protesting her speeches will only stoke the flames of her popularity. Technology. Facebook. We don't need your consent. Top comment. Facebook needs to be burned to the ground. Till of the disappearance of West Point cadet Richard Calvin Cox, who signed out to have dinner with an acquaintance on January 14, 1950, and was never seen again. He remains the only West Point cadet to have disappeared without a trace. Top comment. How many West Point cadets disappeared with a trace? Shower thoughts. Birds are the closest relatives to dinosaurs. We make nuggets out of them in the shape of their ancestors. How ironic. Top comment. I wish my pterodactyl nugget would fly. Life pro tips. When looking for an honest review of a product, please look at the 3-star reviews rather than the 1 Oregon 5 stars, for a level-headed review. Top comment. I suppose. I always look at the 1 stars because, other than some entertaining rants, it will give me an idea of what to expect as far as malfunctions or quality. Politics. Fox News judge dismisses Trump's "I want nothing" defense. Clear understanding president wanted some things from the Ukrainians. Top comment. I mean, he literally said exactly what he wanted, both on the call transcript and on camera. How is this even a thing? Unethical life pro tips. If you need Amazon Pay balance to buy something and can't use card, so just order something using cash on delivery and then return it asking for the refund to be debited in your Amazon account. Top comment. How exactly do you expect this to work? Are you high right now? Science. Carbon-neutral expansion of oil palm plantations in the NEOTROPICS. Science advances. Top comment. Deleted. Till that Soviet music bootleggers in the 50s and 60s would take discarded X-ray film from hospitals and repurpose them into improvised phonograph records containing band music. These recordings were called rib music, jazz on bones, ORROENTGENIZDAT. Top comment. It's not 3 Röntgenisdet, it's 15,000. World News. Bankers say Hong Kong's rich are planning escape routes for the cash. Top comment. Breaking news. People try to protect their lives and possessions in times of danger. World News. Nearly 5,000 dead in world's worst measles outbreak. Top comment. The Congolese government and the WHO launched an emergency vaccination program in September that aimed to inoculate more than 800,000 children. But poor infrastructure, attacks on health centers and a lack of access to routine healthcare have all hindered efforts to stop the spread of the disease. For everyone in this thread solely blaming anti-vaxxers, there's a lot more to this. Not the Onion. NYC police's quality of life strategy for subways, arrest food vendors. Top comment. Wow, get a life. Till Beethoven was not a prodigy as Mozart was and had shown no special abilities or intelligence in his childhood. Even later in his 20s, when he moved to Vienna he had a late start, no report from his early days mentioning him as unique talent or a possible successor of Mozart, Haydn. Top comment, Beethoven can be a real inspiration to anyone. People told him his career was over because he was deaf. But did he listen? Technology, CYBERTRUCK. Top comment, lots of negative comments being thrown around. I didn't like it at first but 30 minutes later, it's growing on me. Science, self-cleaning, concrete could keep buildings looking new. Simple fabrication of concrete with remarkable self-cleaning ability, robust superhydrophobicy, tailored porosity, and highly thermal and sound insulation. Top comment, 10 years from now, no one ever bought our super concrete, maybe because it costs 20x as much as what we've been using for centuries. Nah, they're just resistant to change they don't understand. Science, eliminating cracks in 3D printed metal components. Top comment. Futurology, the global internet is disintegrating. What comes next? Top comment, bullshit headline. Actual article content, Russia and China really want to control the internet, but they can't. Unpopular opinion, identity politics is helping ruin the United States political culture. Top comment, what is the color of your skin? I need to know before I decide whether or not this is a good idea. News, Netflix Nickelodeon partnering to compete with Disney+. Top comment, I'm down if this means SpongeBob is returning. Politics, attempt to criminalize basic human kindness fails as activist Scott Warren found not guilty on all charges. Top comment, so the Trump administration thinks this guy belongs in prison but war criminals should be pardoned. News, U.S. warships sail in disputed South China Sea amid tensions. Top comment, why the frack are we calling them disputed? Only China and whatever shit-stained tiny country they coerce recognize the claim. Life pro tips, if your cats are tired of the toys, wad up a brightly colored piece of paper like a post-it for them to play with. They love the sound and shape, and it sails across the floor when they bat at it. Top comment, plastic bottle caps and rings. Also a shoestring. News, Iraqi defense minister is receiving welfare in Sweden, investigated by police. Top comment, who isn't receiving welfare from Sweden is the real question. Not the Onion, CHICKENIZATION program gives chicks to kids to fight internet addiction. Top comment, it's not a bad idea. But in practice, we will see. World News, Iran Revolution update, over 250 protesters killed. Regime hoarding bodies, 3,700 injured. 7,000 arrested. Top comment, internet still down, cannot contact family. Science, religious and non-religious people hold similar standards for natural claims and show no bias against scientific reasoning, suggests new study. However, religious people set a lower bar for accepting supernatural claims, while non-religious people show a bias against them, called the Sagan standard. Top comment, so the study was done on demands of evidence for a therapy method. I wonder what would have been the outcome if it were evolution. Unethical life pro tips, allow yourself to be caught in small lies. People will assume you are a bad liar and you will be able to get away with bigger lies. Top comment, if you lie all the time I'm always going to check. Politics, more than 100 Democrats in Congress sign letter demanding Trump fire Stephen Miller. Top comment, blatant racism and hate shouldn't be a partisan issue. The Republican Party is standing proudly as the party of racism and bigotry. Life pro tips, when you get in line at a grocery store, instead of going for the shortest line, go for the line where there is a bagger. If someone is there bagging it usually means the line will go faster. Top comment, baggers do not exist in house, in fact many places have put in self-service so not only do you have to bag everything yourself but you have to scan it as well. Science, a software competition between 62 research groups worldwide has dramatically improved our ability to understand genomes. One result was the discovery to 30 new genes in flies that are related to long-term memory. Top comment, a press release, providing context and a summary. News: 5 college football players suspended over racist messages, including KKK photo. Top comment: same story, covered better, and you don't have to support Fox News with your clicks. News: as death toll raises to more than 325 people, 7 were killed on Thursday when Iraqi security forces shot live rounds and tear gas canisters directly at demonstrators in Baghdad. Top comment: the world is so fracked. World News: Boris Johnson government will not carry out any economic impact assessment of his Brexit deal, officials admit. Top comment: that sounds like a plan that won't backfire at all. Shower thoughts: yes, and no, are genuine quotes from every famous person who has ever lived. Top comment: Helen Keller. News: world's donkeys being decimated by demand for Chinese medicine. World News. Top comment: can we stop calling this medicine? It's superstitious voodoo. Politics: Justice Kennedy asked Trump to put Kavanaugh on Supreme Court list, book says. Top comment: please don't forget, Justin Kennedy, the son of Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy, lead the real estate division of Deutsche Bank that gave President Trump over $1 billion in loans when other banks wouldn't. Shower thoughts: you can't get FRIENDZONED if you don't have a friend. Top comment: it doesn't work like that. Politics: Jim Jordan was imposed on U.S. for egregiously partisan reasons. Now he's afflicting the nation. Top comment: I think they keep Jordan locked in a cage with nothing but Red Bull, meth, and tapes of Sean Hannity, and then release him just before these hearings start. Technology: NSA Data Center. BLUFFDALE, Utah. It's been almost a decade, can only imagine where it's at now. Top comment: it's at Bluffdale, Utah, you said that yourself. Not The Onion: plane-obsessed couple get married on Jetstar flight between home countries. Top comment: feels like a slow news day. World News: Disney grants dying wish for Canadian 5-year-old with cancer, to see Frozen 2. Top comment: this is a little cold, but that must be a PR department's wet dream. Science: NLRP3INFLAMMASOME activation drives tau pathology. Top comment. World News: David Attenborough says new president could stop America leaving Paris climate agreement. There's still time for the Americans to stop it if they wished, if the American government changed and a president came who didn't take the present line. Top comment: hell, even if we go years of not participating in the agreement, couldn't a future leader say that they want in? Be it 1 year or 10 years from now? Such a thing should always have an open-door policy to join, one would think. News: Tuvalu rejects Chinese offers to build artificial islands, backs Taiwan. Top comment: and taking loans from CCP is committing financial and economical suicide. Politics: Al Gore, most dangerous time in America I've ever seen. Top comment: what a different world we'd live in if Gore had won. Politics: thank you, Lieutenant Col Vindman, for reminding us who we are. Top comment: I am going to need to jog 10 miles just to digest all the shit that has happened this week. Politics: Trump golf cart rentals have now cost U.S. taxpayers more than $500,000. Top comment: golf carts, a conveyance for fat-ass 1%s. How perfect. World News: Doug Ford, proud of decision to tear up hundreds of green energy contracts. Top comment: what an asshole. Technology: stop charging your phone at public charging stations in airports. Top comment: just use a charging cable rather than a data cable and you're fine. Not The Onion: NIMBYS, oppose Erebus Park Memorial, you don't drink a glass of wine next to a grave, RNZ News. Top comment: you do if you are goth enough. Till, Nigerian prince email scams still rake in over $700,000 a year. Top comment: are they hiring? Technology: Xerox gives HP an ultimatum to reconsider acquisition, threatening to take its case to shareholders. Top comment. Life pro tips: record videos of your loved ones. Photos capture faces but not a loved one's voice, laughter, mannerisms. Top comment. Technology: Bill Gates says that the only way to hire and keep AI talent is to let them share their research openly. You can completely ignore whoever tries to close the system. Top comment, this is the pot calling the kettle black, don't ya think? Unpopular opinion, what the media choose not to report is just as bad as being openly biased. Top comment, but if you make them report everything they won't have time to tell you what to think about the news. Shower thoughts, when you buy a new computer from your old computer is digging its own grave. Top comment, I always tell my old computer that the new computer is for my office. They're so dumb. Science, this omega-3 is in baby formula, but adult supplementation is uncommon, and DHA can improve cognitive dysfunction due to organic brain damages or aging, mild cognitive impairment. Top comment, oops, arachidonic acid is omega-6, not 3. Politics, Senator Ron Johnson must recuse himself from Trump's impeachment trial. How can the Wisconsin senator be both a witness and a juror? Top comment, isn't he also the one caught taking Russian money illegally? Unpopular opinion, we caused the homelessness crisis in America by shutting down a large number of our inpatient mental facilities decades ago. Cheap housing would help the working class, but would be useless for the vast majority of homeless people who are not capable of working or joining normal society. Top comment, aside from drug-related homelessness, almost all the homeless in our town are severely mentally ill. Thanks for watching, listening. Don't forget to subscribe.